Before you continue your day as a temporary immigrant in Canada, pause for a few seconds because I'm about to say what might affect your entire future in this country. If you're working here right now as a temporary resident or you're planning to come in as a temporary resident anytime soon, I need you to hear this. The way the immigration is moving right now, a lot of people are going to face serious disappointment in 2026, and I don't want you to be one of them. So let's talk about this. Hi everyone, my name is Taiwo and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you love my video, don't forget to click on the like and the subscribe button. Today's video is different. So this is not one of those government announced something video. So now this is more personal. Like this, today's video is more real because for the past few weeks, I've spoken to a lot of people who cried, like people who lost hope, people whose dreams were paused, and people who woke up one morning and realized the plan they trusted so much just disappeared. And that is what have been happening for the past few weeks. So and I keep thinking, if only they knew earlier, maybe the story would be different. Like that is why I'm making this video, so your story don't go the same way. So relax, breathe, and let's walk through this together. Let's start with what is really going on. So now the shift nobody is expecting right now. So now the Canadian immigration is changing faster than what anyone expected. A lot of provinces are under pressure right now. Some will go slow in their program. Some will raise their requirements. That is what is happening now. And some may pause their stream. And some may even cancel, application they cannot simply undo anymore. Ontario. So no, it is not because the province don't want immigrants. It is not because anybody did something wrong. It is because the system now is overwhelmed. The numbers of people applying, keep increasing, but the numbers of PR spots keep shrinking. I wish I could tell you this, that like there's a space for everybody, but there's no space right now. So let me explain the cost of this problem. Why any temporary immigrant right now should be scared. And that is the PMP quota cut. If you don't know this, every year, the federal government gives each province a specific numbers of PR nomination spots. So now, and this number decide how many people the province, can bring in as a temporary resident. But in 2025, something happened that no one, is ready for. Like I was ready, I know. So the quota cut was half, not 10, not 20, half. And that is what changed everything. For example, in 2024, Ontario received 21,000. 2025, they received 10,000. Alberta in 24, 9,000. They received only 4,000. BC from 15,000 to 7,000. Manitoba, half. Saskatchewan, they also received half quota. When I saw this number for the first time, I sat down and I shook my head because I know a lot of people are going to get affected. And that is what is going to happen in 2026 also. For family, for people who sold their property back home, for people who left everything and come here, they came here with hope. Last year, the province had a full plate, but this year, the plate is half empty. But the numbers of people who are applying, they are the same. Actually, even more. Imagine trying to give 100 people food with only 50 plates. So now that is Canada right now. So I met someone last week, in Edmonton. Now this guy has been working in the warehouse for almost 3 years, paying tax, doing overtime, doing everything IRCC wanted in the Canadian way. No crime. Is an hardworking gentleman. So this guy told me, he said, Taiwo, once I hit 2 years experience, my PR is a guarantee because that is what Alberta wants. But right now, Alberta has over 150,000 temporary worker in AAIP. Like this guy doesn't know that. Like people that applied 2025. So in Alberta alone are over 150,000 candidates. So now he doesn't understand what is really happening. So I told him, I explained to him right now, like you need to apply, and put your name in the pool as soon as possible because things are really, really changing fast in Alberta. So, and the same thing, let's talk about Ontario, what's happened the last 2 3 weeks in Ontario. Ontario cancelled over 3,000 applications. I believe you heard that story. If you've heard it, but they cancelled 3,000 applications. Imagine being one of those people. You submit your documents, you wait, you hope, you know, you refresh your email every morning. You've applied for the past 2 years, but one morning, like last 2 weeks, a message just popped up that your application is gone. Yeah, like it's not that you don't qualify, not that even the government invited them, they gave them the invitation to apply. But because the province decided that they have received a large numbers of people and they only have just 10,000 people to give, so they decide to cancel, you know, the application. That is not Ontario problem. That is the whole Canada situation, Canadian immigration situation right now. What should you really do? I'm telling you, if you are my best friend now, I'm going to advise you, don't depend on one province. Don't depend on one province. Love where you live. Yes, I know you understand, but don't tie your entire future on one province. Move where the opportunity are. Be flexible. Don't depend on one province. If you are in Ontario, you can move to Manitoba, you can move to Alberta, you can move to any province. And also now make your profile very, very strong. You don't have to do team, you don't have to work in Tim Hortons, and also like strengthen your English language. Now, improve your language, improve your express entry profile, gather all your documents early. You don't want to make a mistake this time around. This time is not a time for mistakes. You know, like change your work experience. If you know that you're a security or you're a truck driver, or maybe you're working in Tim Hortons, McDonald's, those NOC that they are not even reliable right now in the immigration system. Like switch to trade, switch to nursing, switch to healthcare in general, switch to the NOC that you think your province prioritize right now, because a lot of things are really, 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 really changing. So that I'm not saying this to scare you. I'm not saying this, because I'm only saying this because I care. Because I've seen people cry over immigration. I've seen people lost hope. I've seen people whose dream were paused. I've seen people who sold their property to come and now they have to go empty-handed. I've also seen people who are successful because they planned. Canada is still possible, your PR is still possible, but 2025 and 2026 will really require strategy, preparation, flexibility, and understanding the system. You have to understand the system. If you want me to make a video breaking down the best province to target next year, maybe the smartest PR strategy moving forward, just tell me in the comment below. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and share with someone who need this information before it is too late. My name is Taiwo, and thank you for watching my video. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye bye.